Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
What up, everybody? This is Jason Lee. This is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
What up? It's your girl, April Jones.
Yo, it's DJ Damage. Let's get this show started.
All right, so listen, we're going to get the particulars out the way. If you're watching this show, that means you're looking at us right now. And I am completely on strike for my barber. That nigga fucked up my hairline, but we'll get to that in a minute. But
I like you with scruff.
No. Before we move on into the show, if you're watching, please know that while you're at the gym, while you're at work, while you're on the go, you can download and subscribe to our show on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and now iHeartRadio. Woo! And if you're listening to us on Dash Radio or one of those other outlets, you can watch us on and subscribe to the YouTube channel on Hollywood Unlocked. Just go to YouTube and look up Hollywood Unlocked, and there you go. Bam, hit that subscribe button, and now you've been blessed.
Subscribe.
All right, so I'm on strike. My barber, before I went to Maui, I just got back from Maui. Before I went to Hawaii, I went to my barber, and I said, I need to get cut because I'm going to Hawaii. I'm filming for my YouTube channel, this new show we have called The Bite. And basically, it's a show where we're going to go all over the world, and we're going to film these destinations so more black people can be encouraged to travel.
Yeah.
And they see just to get a bite out of Thailand, get a bite out of China, bite out. Right. But this was a bite out of Maui. And then it ends with us sitting around food and talking about stuff.
Oh, nice.
So this week, my friend Sarah and Rob, they're going with me all over the world, and Adam, who films the show. But Sarah didn't make it because her mother is very ill and had surgery. So shout out to her. But Rob went, and it was the most cattiest gay weekend that I've had in a long time. All we did is sit around and really insult each other and disrespect. Like, for example, we had breakfast at a place called Flappy Cakes. And so, he's gay. So I'm like, you're a flappy cake too. But anyway, it was fun. And it was fun, but also boring. It was fun to be able to explore Maui and the beauty of Maui. We did an amazing ride to Hana, the road to Hana, which basically was 6 hours of driving.
Yeah.
Wow.
People don't understand, like, traveling a lot of times is boring. So you got to find the beauty and the nuance.
Traveling, I don't think is boring, but like places like Hawaii, like unless you are with someone that you're like screwing or it's romantic, to me, then I don't really want to go.
So the first time I went to Hawaii, I went to first of all, there's a difference between Maui and Honolulu. We're gonna have to go to Honolulu so you can actually see it. I've been to Honolulu about 5 times. Honolulu, there's better restaurants, beaches, there's more activities, you can go out on excursions and stuff throughout the day. Maui is a place where you go with your boo or somebody you fucking on the side and don't want to get caught because nobody else is there.
Right.
So Maui
Probably less Wi-Fi too over there.
The Wi-Fi is horrible.
See? But that's what you need when you got the side chick out. Put your phone down.
Please don't give people ideas. Maui is not the destination for side chicks and side niggas, but maybe it is. What I will say is, I had an epiphany we'll get into later, but one thing for sure is I'm not good on vacations. I'm always on the go. Yeah. Work. My new show, Get Fit or Die Trying, which is a whole new show that I'm filming that has me exhausted. But I'm always on the go. So to go to a place that's so slow, it took me like a day and a half for my body and my mind to slow down.
Yeah.
Because I was like on my phone. There was one point where we're driving on this road to Hana, and it's really zigzaggy and waterfalls and beautiful and all this. I was texting on both phones, changing the radio station, trying to FaceTime somebody, and taking phone calls.
And not enjoying the moment. I told you there's beauty in the nuance. You're supposed to sit there and soak all that in, the waterfalls and the grass and the mosquitoes and all that.
Well, we did pull over at some point to look at the waterfalls, and the waterfalls were everywhere. We were just bumping into waterfalls. And at one point, we're going through this beautiful rainforest, and it's all green, and there's birds, and there's just beautiful waterfalls. And then we get to a black sand beach, and we do the drone and all that. And then when we on our way back, it's like we in a safari. I'm waiting for fucking lions to run out. The shit was all brown. Like, the shit was just, it looked like we was in Africa. Even the trees looked like they was African trees.
The rainforest. That's what it looked like.
But nonetheless, it was beautiful. And I think now we're planning China, which is our next destination.
Yeah.
Well,
gonna be lit.
I want to go.
Yeah?
Yeah. When are you gonna take us to get a bite out of the
That's it. Why
world?
We can't go?
Shit, we getting a bite out of Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored. But one thing that I realized for sure is that I think, in particular, we got on the plane. We were like the only black people on the plane.
That's right.
black people don't travel as much as they should.
They travel just to the same places.
Yeah, but we got to stop going to Louisiana, Alabama, Atlanta, Mississippi. Like, we need to
But
get
there's a lot of people who are afraid, though. Like, a lot of black people be like, I ain't going over there. I'm not going, it's like.
Yeah, because you going
I
to
ain't
the rainforest.
trying no new foods.
Mosquitoes and monkeys, all types of shit that's going to jump out. We not into all that.
We went whale watching. There was no black people on the boat looking for
Who the
whales.
hell? What black person going to go whale watching?
Well,
I would do it, but I'm just saying for real.
I won't lie. If you get the behind the scenes video of me
Scared
on
as
the
hell.
boat, no. I was sitting in the corner on Instagram Live the entire trip. They were like, yo,
Jason.
Adam kept popping up to me, do you want to talk to the people? No. Go film the whales and leave me alone.
Oh, gosh.
Again, my mind is always consumed if I'm not working. Even though I was there working, I still wasn't.
You gotta live in the moment sometimes.
But you travel a lot, so guess what? You'll go back and you'll.
No, I don't think.
Never mind.
Maui is a place you go if you're dating somebody you don't want to get caught with.
Told you.
That's
or
it.
romantically.
Take them
if
somewhere
you
with
are.
that bad
Somebody
Wi-Fi.
take me to Maui.
If you want to take April to Maui, please email info@thehollywoodunlocked.com.
Thank you.
Anyway, let's get into some topics. So before we get started, I want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine, Jussie Smollett, who is in the news today, who was hospitalized in Chicago for what's being called a hate crime. And these people, apparently some white men jumped him, beat him, called him a faggot. And I guess they were saying this is Make America Great Again country, and attacked him. And so he ended up in the hospital and now he's out. But there's been a lot of buzz on social media. And I posted, I love Jussie. I've talked about him on the show. He's a great person. And I will say this couldn't have happened to a better person, because as much as he is talented, good looking, charismatic, he's a very vigilant activist, and he uses his voice in a very powerful way, and his platform in a very powerful way. So out of this, I think will come a lot of good things, but it's unfortunate that it happened to him. So have you been seeing it online?
It's been everywhere. And it's very sad, because I'm just like, where was he? Was this premeditated? Did they spy on him? Was this like? But they said he received like hate letters, right? Too?
Yeah, they said 8 days before he received a letter in the mail that said, Make America Great Again, that they're going to kill him or whatever. They're going to kill him.
Wow. But I know he had because I went onto his IG story, and I know he was like on the airplane and coming from New York, and literally it's like, I feel like he got off the plane and went to go get food, I guess at Subway. Like, I think it happened like that. So how would they have known? Like, you know what I mean? If it was like that. But anyway, I don't know.
You just never know. I mean, the one thing that's really crazy is I've never hated a group of people because of who they are. Like, I've never looked at gay people, straight people, black, Latino, white, and said I hate Jews, or like, I don't even.
Like, where does that even come from?
You know where it comes from?
Donald Trump.
No.
No, I think what Donald Trump has done is
He's brought it to the forefront.
I think he's made it very safe to be publicly racist.
Yeah.
I think so.
But usually those people don't know who they are. So they hate you for taking a stance on who you are. That's what all those people are. Anybody that hates another group of people is like, but who are you? You have no idea who you are. That's why you want to be with a group of people that hate something, because you have no individuality. And
it's also learned behavior though too. When you're raised in a household where your parents are telling you to hate a certain type of race, or, for somebody being gay or whatever, it's like, that shit sticks with you, I'm just saying, like.
But I was in a foster home where the parents were very strict Christians and went to church all the time, and didn't know what gay was as a young kid, and it evolved into everything, life, sexuality, everything. And I just feel like I've never been raised in an environment with a lot of love, and I haven't been raised in an environment with a lot of hate. I just feel like we live in a very negative world. This is really hell. Negative. This is really hell that we live in. And I just feel like it's so easy to be ignorant. Racism really is ignorance if you think about it. White people they didn't find this country. This country was already here. They slaughtered a whole race of people. Then came and brought a whole other race to come and build the shit for free. Then said we won't get any reparations. I saw this thing really quick, damage. Saw this thing where Martin Luther King was talking about black people, and he was saying, when the black man was set free, was he really set free when he was basically thrown out with nothing? He had nothing. He had no land. He owned no land. He owned nothing. And you put him out and expect him to be successful. You free, but are you really free? I saw something that was crazy.
We ain't free now.
I'm still mind blown by seeing the real reason Martin Luther King died. Did you see that?
I've been hearing rumblings about it.
Oh, man. So he wasn't killed from the shot. He was killed in the hospital. The doctors pulled the catheter out of him and said, let that
nigga die, and then spit on him. That's what's online. Is that real?
It was on the news. I'm not saying that makes it real,
but I mean, that goes
they
back
took it so far, and that's just like, I can see that. It seems like a very truthful story. Like, that seems like that can definitely happen.
Well, back to, again, in our country, we live in a racist country that I think is just fueled by ignorance. Because if you don't know, I was thinking today, the black race is the most, the race that's been through the most. But then when you think about it, the Jews have been, we're the only race that has been slaves in this country.
Yeah.
But the Jews, the Holocaust, people put in fire chambers and burned in front of their families and just separated and murdered. And I think ignorance, racism is ignorance. And what happened to Jussie was unfortunate. But again, I think that out of all of this, something beautiful is going to happen, because he's definitely going to use his platform to
exactly. If their goal was to suppress whatever he was about, you just made it 30 times stronger. Because now people like me, who I'm not like, it's not like I don't stand up for the LGBTQ community. Right. Did I say it right?
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple letters.
It's a lot of letters. But at the end of the day,
there's a couple more letters. I haven't been to the meetings.
When you do something to somebody like that, now people like me that's not even in the fight is part of the fight now.
Exactly.
Because I'm not standing for that. Mm-hmm. So if your goal was to suppress it, you just made it 30 times stronger, because everybody knows
about what people's sexual preference.
Mind your fucking
I don't understand
business.
that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, not to take it off, we took it somewhere else. But let me say this: when it comes to the LGBT community, LGBTQAI, it's so many letters. When it comes to that community, if you attack it, the whole world will respond. When you attack black people, the whole world don't respond. Think about it. The whole world don't respond. The whole world has not responded. It's all the black celebrities have been posting about it, but the whole world has not responded. And the crazy part about it is that if this was to happen to Ellen, the entire world would be responding to it right now.
Yep.
Yeah, but we don't need the world. We need us. It needs to just be us. So we need to come on the front, regardless of what somebody's sexual preference is. If they're black and something happened to them, we need to stand up for them. Who cares about what everybody else does?
Women have been getting attacked for years, sexually attacked for years. But when the white people stood up and said, first of all, the Me Too movement was started by a black woman. But until the white actresses started talking about it, everybody was confused and thought the white people started. So everybody started talking about it. Then this black woman came out of nowhere like, no, I started it. And it became, again, somebody said recently, if you want to rape a woman and get away with it, rape a black woman. If you want to get away with murder, kill a black man. It's true. And I think it's because as a race, we've become very weak. We are not strong in terms of being united the way an LGBT community is, the way the Mexicans would. I remember when they were talking about, they were talking about Mexicans going back to Mexico. This was years ago. The Mexicans said, okay, on May 1st, none of us are coming to work. We're not going to march. We're going to march. We're not going to do any violent protests. We're not going to loot and steal. We're just not going to come to work in California. What? Them Mexicans shut California down.
Exactly.
Shut it down. They were marching very silent. It was the most impactful example of sticking together and showing power in numbers that I had ever seen in my life. People in LA who love to go to their Starbucks or pull up in valet or go get their car washed or go to a nice restaurant. Restaurants were shut down. You couldn't go nowhere. You felt the impact of the Mexican community. Our community, the Black Dollar, we will still go buy all the bullshit we don't need.
They've been trying to protest Black Friday for the last 3 Black Fridays.
And they call it Black Friday because us niggas show up and show out beating each other down for TVs that we don't need.
It's ridiculous.
Black Friday. Save your black dollar. But back to Jussie. Sending our love to you, and we hope you continue to make it through. All right,
y'all. It's time for another Hollywood hookup. My son's birthday passed this weekend, and I went with Bake by Melissa. It's a bakery, and honestly, it was amazing. So I didn't know what to expect, but it was these bite-sized, like really cool cupcakes, and my son loved them. Delicious. So I don't know if you ever been to a little kid's birthday party. Like usually the kids have to sit down together and eat the cake and the ice cream. My son's not for that. He likes to run around with the cake in his hand. He likes to get messy. These cupcakes were perfect for that. They're bite-sized and they came in these amazing flavors. His favorite.
I missed that.
Yeah, man, you should have came.
I know. Sorry.
His favorite was the triple chocolate fudge. My personal favorite was the peanut butter and jelly, but there's so many cool flavors, especially for kids. And if you don't have kids, don't worry, because Baked by Melissa's cupcakes are perfect for Valentine's Day, which is definitely coming up. So fellas,
it is.
She got you.
Get it for us.
So Baked by Melissa offers 1 to 2 day shipping nationwide. And reminder, the last day for standard shipping for Valentine's Day delivery is on February 12th, 2 p.m. Eastern time. So if you want to get something for that significant other, that's the date, February 12th. This will be perfect for your boo, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. This is the way to go.
Fellas, so order me something right now.
Go to bakedbymelissa.com/unlock today. Sign up and use promo code UNLOCK to get 15% off your next order.
So that means that he has to buy me some cake.
And you know I will. So check this out. There's a special offer exclusively for podcast listeners. So make sure you take advantage. That's 15% off at bakedbymelissa.com/unlocked. Use promo code UNLOCKED.
So, Damage, what's popping with MJ?
Oh, MJ has I can't say he has a new documentary, but there's a new documentary called Leaving Neverland. Tells the story of two men who are now in their 30s and began long-running relationships with Michael Jackson at the age of 7 and 8. When Michael was at the height of his career, the movie got a standing ovation at its premiere at the Sundance Festival. The estate of the legend Michael Jackson believes the documentary is tabloid character assassination. So I think this is coming like at the tail end of the Robert Kelly thing. Now they're doing Leaving Neverland.
I have a message for Wade Robson and the people making this documentary. Fuck y'all. I'm not watching this shit. Here's the deal. They've been trying to take Michael Jackson out forever.
And still.
Forever. The man is dead. The man is gone. And fuck you too, R. Kelly. We ain't forgot about you, Robert. Just want to throw that out there. Ain't forgot about Robert. But back to Michael Jackson. Wade Robson used to be really, 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 really close to Michael Jackson.
Yes.
And I remember he used to really put him out there. And I mean, he became famous during the time where we had no social media because of his relationship with Michael Jackson. And I feel like right now, this goes back to what I said earlier about not trusting people and wanting to be in a relationship. The clout chase is so crazy at this point. The man is dead and gone. What he left out of the Leaving Neverland video or documentary was the fact that Wade was denied a role in Michael Jackson's theme Cirque du Soleil production, and then his allegation popped up. So there may be some ulterior motive, but y'all not gonna take away y'all took Bill Cosby. Okay, he's that fuck nigga's gone. Now
they just want to tarnish Michael so bad. It's just ridiculous.
He's not here to defend himself.
Right.
Robert's here.
Leave it alone, please. Leave it be.
Robert Kelly's here. Michael Jackson, he's dead. And then this dude, what is his name? Wade Robinson, he then flipped his story 5 different times. It's like, how many times are you going to try to make a dollar off of this story?
Bruh, this was so long ago. Like,
well, my question again is, where's the documentary for Elvis Presley? Elvis Presley was dating women who were underage. Elvis Presley, who was the king of rock and roll, they will never allow
untouched.
They will never allow the world to desecrate a white man the way they are the black man. It's just that's just what it is.
Not the king
but
of rock
Michael
and
was
roll.
more powerful though, so they're gonna definitely try and do that.
I mean, Elvis Presley was very powerful too. Michael Jackson had Neverland, he had Graceland. Michael Jackson was the king of pop, he was the king of rock and roll. Michael Jackson's dead, Elvis Presley dead. Where's the Elvis Presley documentary? Racism is real, and if y'all don't understand, racism ain't just somebody standing out in the street saying nigga. That's the overt racism. The covert racism is kill them all behind the scenes, kill them all in the press.
Racism is systematic.
So, fuck y'all with this Neverland video, and fuck you too, Robert. We ain't forgot about your non-flying, touching, peeing on a little girl's ass.
I see you start crossing. That needs to be on a Zoom.
All right,
kicked off.
So April, your boy, The Game is in the news. What's going on with The Game?
So while JCM was hosting a listening party for his newest album, which is Born to Rap, a track performed by The Game featured some explicit lyrics about Kim Kardashian. He raps in a song, "I held Kim Kardashian by the throat, nigga. I made her swallow my kids until she choked, nigga." Whoa. After the lyrics, it left folks shocked, and he told, social media, I said what I said. He also mentions Kylie Jenner. All right, guys. Her sister made $1 billion in makeup, and I used to make her Frosted Flakes when she waked up.
Yo.
What does that mean? Tell me what that means.
That means after he was taking down Kim, he used to make the little sister some food. because he was spending the
No,
night.
he basically, I think he said that he screwed Kylie.
No,
Say-
where did you
He
say
said
that?
Say the line one more time.
her sister made $1 billion in makeup. I used to make her frosted flakes when she wake up. So he said that he had sex with a couple of the Kardashians.
Yeah.
I think I know he
He
said
couldn't
he did
have
Khloe.
sex with
He had
Kylie.
sex-
She just turned. How old is she? 19 now.
Listen, you look at Robert Kelly.
That's not what the lyric
No.
says.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not what the lyric says.
Yeah, I don't think he's saying he had sex.
That's
with
what he's saying. What I said.
I think what he's saying is he probably would spend the night with Kim,
Kim.
and then would
And
get up
making
and make her
Kylie-
breakfast.
exactly.
Well, look, Game is the homie, but we got to be honest. We just got to be real. This is not hip hop to me. I feel like hip hop is when you take a dig. Like if you have a beef, let's
Yeah.
go back to the Biggie Smalls and Tupac. We had Faith Evans here before, where Faith said that famous line of "nigga, I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker" wasn't true. She said she never fucked him. That she didn't even know who Tupac was when she got in the studio. She didn't know she was going to see Tupac. She just got in the studio with him, and he asked her to do a record. And if you know Faith, she is just really like she's a nice girl.
She real.
And so they were in a beef. They were in an active beef, those two, and Tupac used her as a line towards her husband, which has become very infamous. Beefing Game in the Kanye ain't in the beef, right?
No.
I don't know, because I be thinking they homies. They got songs together. You know, I heard
think it's
Chloe multiple times shout out Game like, yeah, me and Game used to be cool. We used to ride out in his.
They used to be roommates. They used to live.
Yeah,
together.
she said we used to ride out in his Hummer or
This
something.
time that the Game has put Kim in his records. Like this is like
Okay,
a
but
continuing
He
thing.
keep a story in the chamber. I tell you
Okay,
that.
well, listen.
He keep one ready for you.
Kim is a mother. She got 3 kids. She's a whole wife. Got a husband. She has a whole family.
Right.
This is years ago. Why bring it up?
I got an album about to drop.
I think it goes back to that whole cloud chase again. I think the Game is talented enough without him going and having to do this. I'm not with it.
I
ain't
agree,
feeling it.
but this is typical Game. I think this is
Get
this
people
is
talking.
This is his rollout. This is how he gets things talked about, because this is the Game. This is nothing new for the Game.
So if
Right.
Kanye West comes back and mentions his sexual assault charge,
He would probably love that, because he's probably trying to get more publicity around what he's doing musically. I'm just
Right.
saying this is what the Game always does. So it's not like far-fetched. It's not like something we'd never seen before. We personally, probably because we have a personal love for Game. I do. I love his music. I would love to see him just let the music speak.
But like
I
Jason
would
said,
love to do without that.
Yeah, but it ain't right though, because I wouldn't want nobody rapping about me and saying what used to happen
Yeah,
and
back
all.
in the
You know what I
day.
mean? Like, right. Like, so it ain't right. Jason, you ain't right. I told him this though. I had a conversation with Jason because he be trying to tell me about me. Like, don't be saying stuff publicly. Don't be doing this and don't be, on the internet because you're graceful. And I'm like, you tell me, but then, about how I should be publicly in social media. I had to tell him this about himself the other day. Like, don't be out here putting Kim Kardashian in no record.
And what'd he say?
I'm a gangster.
So my thing is, you think Kanye's going to call him out about this? Because, he called out Nick for saying, I don't even know what Nick said. He barely said anything. He was mad at Drake for following
Yeah.
her. You think he's going to say something to the Game?
I think that Kanye West is a legend, and I think for people cloud chasing, he's easy to take a shot at because of his political views, because of his alignment with the president, because of his psychological disconnection from the reality at times. He's an easy target, and by taking a shot at him, you get your name in the blogs. We then talk about you. Game has been silent for a long time because he was fighting those sexual allegations, and I think there was some other stuff that was really bad, and he dodged all of that by staying really low. Now he's in the news for something that I think is unfortunate because he has to know this. As much as he loves his daughter, she's going to hear all this. Kim has children. Do I think Kanye is going to respond? Probably. At the same time that this is happening, Kanye has started a Sunday service for peace and good vibes.
Right.
He really is trying to find.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this from reports. I'm saying this from having been there, watching Kanye smile the entire service, talking to everybody and being happy. I just think it's unfortunate that people wait for people to find peace to then just attack them and use them as a prop. It's unfortunate. I'm not with it. I ain't feeling it. I'm not buying the album. I ain't supporting it. I still like the Game, but I think that was some fuck shit.
Yeah.
Anyhow, speaking of sexual assault, Terry Crews is back in the news. Damage, what's going on with Terry Crews?
Terry Crews and DL Hughley, they're going head to head. DL Hughley had some unsavory things, I guess, to say about Terry Crews, about his assault. In 2016, Terry Crews was groped by an agent, and DL Hughley basically made the comment A dude with all those muscles couldn't stop an agent from harassing him. Terry Crews went on his social media and addressed that comment from DL Hughley, and people started chiming in.
Yeah, so now Terry is saying, are you implying that I wanted to be sexually assaulted?
Terry
I know
also,
he was saying he didn't want to, because that Adam Vinnick guy was like big in the acting world. And I know, I think back then when I had saw something, he was saying that, he didn't want to lose out on like roles, or was that the case?
well, he's saying, why didn't you push him, whatever. But Terry Crews said he did do that. He said he pushed him away. He did all that. He just didn't make a huge fucking scene.
Right.
That's what he did. He just didn't whoop his ass. So
When has DL Hughley had a hit? I mean, is he still a comic?
He stay on social media. I don't know.
he's like an advocate
But
right now.
he ain't getting paid them Fashion Nova checks and Pretty Little Thing checks. So what is he doing? This is the thing. I get paid. People's business is my actual business. If you ain't getting paid to do it, why the fuck are you? Why do you have so much to talk about?
Right.
And then Terry, is he still acting? Like I need.
He is still acting.
yes.
Yeah,
He's
he
working.
is.
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
working.
Okay. So he said, Terry Crews, we get that you were victimized. We understand you got your reparations. The man resigned. You've been made whole. You've been vindicated. Now you're talking about, but like do something other than fight with people online about being okay saying that you got molested. Start a foundation.
Right.
Get out there with the kids. Go visit.
I think he's just representing for the men because,
But what is he doing?
He's defending himself.
He's just
First of all,
defending the fact
okay,
that men
you
also
get-
get
okay,
harassed and
okay.
molested.
nah,
too,
man.
you know?
DL Hughley, right? Look at Terry Crews. They're in the same age bracket, the same generation. That's probably somebody he looks up to. That's somebody he probably co-signs because DL Hughley says a lot of very favorable things online. And to see somebody take a shot at you for something you were the victim of, it's like, what are you talking about, dude? I can see where Terry Crews is coming from. And like, you mad because I didn't whoop some dude's ass? You know how it is in this industry. You want me to beat up some white dude that can end my whole career? Like, what did you want me to do?
I'm just bored with the whole I'm a victim. We got it. You have had your reparations. At this point, do something with your platform instead of getting in a fight online with DL. Speaking of DL, I'm not going to the Super Bowl in Atlanta. But anyway, I just feel like, what are you doing? So do we? Is it now our career to sit online and argue with everybody who has an opposing thought or an attack every day? People attack me all day long.
I just feel like he has the right to respond to anybody that talks about him.
he has the responsibility. He may have the right to respond, but he has the responsibility to take his experience if he wants to be this public advocate for the Me Too man movement and do something with it.
But why is it also a problem for him to continue to talk about it, even if he's not doing anything? Because it's still his truth.
But he's not just talking about it. He's fighting with people.
He didn't fight. He didn't fight.
He was just expressing
Are
himself.
they going back and forth?
They're not going back. He just said what he had to say, and that was it. But this is my thing. What about other people that have been in Terry Crews' situation, and you got somebody like DL Hughley, who some people look up to, saying, "Oh, you should have did this and should have did that."
Who looks up to DL Hughley?
A lot of people.
Do they?
Yes.
I don't.
That's
really?
just you. Yes, there's people that because he's
wait. Look up to him.
He's an advocate right now.
Look up to
yes,
him.
he's a seasoned comedian. Yes.
Boy, I tell you, they need to bring Martin Luther King back because y'all putting your eggs in the wrong fucking baskets. What shopping mart? Why? Who is looking up to DL Hughley for what?
A lot of people.
For what?
What I'm saying is, there's people that out there that's going to go through the same things.
I want to look up to a movie. Can you do your act, nigga? Damn.
Whatever.
No, go ahead. What were you saying?
I have no idea.
That's the same reaction I have when we talk about DL's career. I have no idea what he's doing.
All I'm going to say is there's people that's going to go through the same thing Terry Crews is going through, and how you think they should handle it.
Not sit online and fight with comics all day about whether or not you should have done more, should have did this. Actually start a foundation, create a message, create programs, create works, get grants, get staff, go out and do advocacy work, do real shit instead of staying on Twitter. Twitter ain't doing shit but getting us niggas talking about it. Okay, DL said this, you said that. Next story. Shout out to DL Hughley. Get your IMDb back up. All right, reggaeton singer Ozuna is a suspect in a murder of a trap star in a Puerto Rican trap star. So let me tell you what happened. Ozuna, who has the song Taki Taki with, I think, Bad Bunny and Cardi B.
Big song.
Oh, yeah.
It's a huge song. He's the biggest, I think he's the biggest reggaeton star out there now.
Wow.
Multiple millions of followers, whatever.
Yeah.
So a video popped up and went viral of him masturbating in a room where two other men were having sexual relations, giving oral sex and all this in a bed right across from him. So he basically was watching them have sex and jacking off. Mm-hmm. The backstory is this trap star,
Kevin
Fred, who has now come up murdered, was allegedly extorting him to really blow up the video. The video, I guess, has been out for years. And so the guy comes up mysteriously murdered. So now Ozuna is allegedly a suspect in that murder.
Wow. And
he has acknowledged that it was him in the tape. He has a whole family, wife and kids. He has a successful career. And now he is at the forefront of a murder investigation for being extorted or for killing the person or having the person killed who was extorting him. What do you think?
Don't do anything on camera that you don't want to get out. That's what I think. If that's what you like to do, why is it taped?
Yeah, but Jason said that the tape has been out for a while. So doesn't his wife, if the tape has been out, has his wife seen it?
But the world don't.
Well, let me just tell you.
Well, who cares?
But having looked at Ozuna and seen him in the video, I wouldn't have put the two and two together. I would have just been like, this is a cute ass Dominican or cute ass Puerto
you couldn't
Rican.
really tell?
No. But now when they said it was him and I looked at the video and the video got sent to me and I'm looking at him, I'm like, damn, you can tell.
Yeah,
but if you just pulled it up online, you wouldn't have made the connection. But unfortunately, but this goes back to why people snap when they're outed or when people are outed. People don't really understand the fear that comes along with, look at Jussie Smollett.
Right.
There is a lot of fear that comes with being gay or being outed. And this person, I guess, if he's involved, I don't know that he's involved, but
that's what I'm saying. We don't even know.
See, that's where it gets tricky. Okay, you're extorting this person. Who else have you been extorting? You know what I mean? That's where it gets tricky. Like, it's definitely a possibility that Ozuna could have been the guy, but when you have a reputation of extorting people, now as a defense for Ozuna, you can be like, well, who else was he extorting? If he's extorting me, like,
that's not gonna be a defense for murder. If you had him motherfucking murder.
Yeah, but they did also
what I'm
say
saying is it kind of makes the guy questionable. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but they're not gonna. If a person had somebody killed, they're not gonna look at the character who got killed.
Well, and he's only he's just a suspect. But I heard that Kevin Fred was obviously gay, and that he was like one of like the top like stars in Puerto Rico that was like out publicly gay. Mm-hmm. So just like we have crimes and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Kevin Fred was a glitter bug.
But that's what I'm saying. So
he rainbowed out.
What if somebody wanted to murder him because of that? You know what I'm saying? He was on his motorcycle, riding on his motorcycle, and he was shot like 8 times. So what if it was because of him being, a part of the gay community? No one knows. So I'm saying it may not even be Ozuna.
When you become a big star, and I've been around some people who are really, really powerful. There are a lot of people invested in people who are really, really powerful. Yeah. Labels, promoters, networks, investors. And when you start threatening people's investments, people show up. Sometimes they show up and have a conversation with you. Sometimes they show up and they rough you up a little bit.
Right.
But there really is. How do you recover from being a big reggaeton singer singing to women and talkie, and then all of a sudden you've been jacking off the niggas fucking?
I think it's your own personal ego. I think you could probably be bigger. If you own it, you could probably be bigger. But just it all goes back to, if you're going to tape something you comfortable with possibly getting out.
Period.
Seriously. But you making videos.
But we've all made mistakes when we're younger. Because,
of course,
wisdom comes with age.
Right.
You get to a place when you hit your 30s and your 40s and your 50s, assuming, you start to look back like, wouldn't have did that, would have did this different,
True.
So, you do, he was a young kid from what I understand. He was young. When you're young and you're growing up in poverty, you have no money. There are a lot of straight men that do gay porn for money because it is a fast, easy way of coming up out of poverty. So, I don't know. It's a sticky situation, no pun intended.
Hey, if you're watching this and you're making videos at home,
send them to me right now. DM me right now.
Make videos you comfortable with.
Only to Jason.
Possibly getting leaked. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. It's time for another Hollywood hookup.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies, Valentine's Day is coming around the corner. Now, I just went on to ModCloth, okay, where you have in-house designers with signature styles, and it ranges from different sizes for all women, okay?
Okay.
I just went on to their site and ordered the Red Forever Fave off-the-shoulder dress.
What that look like?
It's so sexy. And I don't have a man, so I don't know who I'm wearing it for, but I'm going to freaking wear it for somebody on Valentine's Day.
Wear it for yourself, baby.
Okay, yes. To get 15% off of your purchase of $100 or more, go to modcloth.com and enter code UNLOCKED at checkout. The offer is valid until May 5th, 2019. Again, 15% off your purchase of $100 or more. Go to MODCLOTH and enter the code UNLOCKED. And again, this expires May 5th, 2019.
Hey.
All right, so while I was chilling in Maui, Black China was in Oahu. What's going on with China?
She was fighting with her boyfriend, Kid Buu. Okay, so I guess they had a violent altercation where Black China supposedly beat him up.
Wait. I have a response to that. Boo-hoo.
And accused him of cheating. They say just before 7 a.m., Black China left scratches on Boo, and he slammed her against the wall several times, and he choked her. Yeah, you should not be putting your hands on a woman, sir.
Lame.
Okay. It says that authorities and paramedics arrived thereafter. No one was seriously injured. And then Kid Buu went to social media, putting in Spanish, "Don't fuck with me. I'm a grown man."
This is all allegedly, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't know all the details.
Yeah. And then he posted something recently. I did see the other day where he put a video up of Blac Chyna saying, "Thank you, next."
Did we know that she was with Kid Buu?
Yeah.
Did anybody know that? Did y'all know that?
Yeah, but her relationships happen so fast that I'd be like trying to keep up. Like, dang, okay, this
I be
guy,
feeling like she be getting paid to date these dudes. I'm like, what?
China's pussy is a fucking group home.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like that pussy has so many goddamn circus animals in it that I don't know what the fuck day of the week it is. I mean, at this point, we need a metro pass to put motherfuckers from that pussy on a train because there's so many people. Now, I'm not telling you what to do with your pussy, Blac Chyna, but goddamn it, pick one for a season. Can we at least have one nigga a season? I can't even. The news cycle changes. Donald Trump starts a war with this country, and that's parallel to Blac Chyna's pussy with this nigga, with this nigga, with this nigga. Like, I can't.
Yeah, it's just because it's public, but you know that's how people normally live their lives behind closed doors. You know, I have friends that be screwing a lot of people, but because Blac Chyna is publicly in the limelight, it seems like a lot. But to each is their own. You know what I'm saying? To each is their own. But what I do know is Kid Buu should not be putting his hand on no female. And Blac Chyna, stop fighting folks too.
Yeah, stop. Yeah.
And let me be clear, China, I ain't even talking about you because it's a woman in the pussy. Because if a nigga had so many bitches, I'd be the same. Like this bitch and this bitch. Like I need y'all because the news turns over so fast that by the time we posted the fight with Kid Buu, we were also posting about her not picking up Dream for fucking Rob Kardashian. Like when you're a mother, we talked about my dysfunctional ass mama. We talked about my dysfunctional ass daddy. Life is but a dream. Wait, is that a quote?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you have a responsibility to pick up your child. So if you don't, Alexa's gonna be your baby's stepmama.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Then you're gonna have Alexa Sky out here raising your kid, and you're gonna be sitting up with Kid Boohoo. Speaking of Boohoo, man, shout out to Samir and his brother. Anyway, I got distracted.
Oh my God. I was done after you said that pussy need a metro pass. I'm done.
I'm just saying.
I actually like Blac Chyna. She is very sweet. She's a sweet girl.
She's a nice person.
But you know, you got to look at your experiences and the fact that you know how she was brought up and her mom and maybe her father.
Her mom is engaged. Her mom got
her
one
mama
man.
is engaged now, but wasn't her mama a stripper and all that stuff too?
So here's the deal. I'm not shaming her for being a stripper. I'm not shaming her for having an ass that follows her 10 feet before her behind her body. I'm not talking to her about whether or not her pussy just juggled more than a trick in a circus. I'm saying that Blac Chyna had a pickup date with her kid and was fighting with the other kid. Boo. Stick with one nigga. Where's Almighty J? Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm about to reach out to all these niggas and I'm gonna set up one interview with all of Blac Chyna's niggas. Meechy so crazy.
He be up on my Instagram. I see you, Meech.
Okay, so let me just say this. I don't
even know these people.
I'm doing a cattle call. Here we go. Meechy so crazy. Tyga. Kid Buu. Almighty J. Rob Kardashian. I need to interview with all y'all niggas at the same time. We gonna all interview at Denny's because I feel like over some food, niggas will really get into the grits.
Done, Jason.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I tapped out at the metro.
Well, you tap back in and get in that pussy. All right, China. So
let me say something about this Blac Chyna thing because you know you make it public that you've screwed a lot of people, whatever. So What would you say about a man who has?
I'm a hoe. Hello, but I own my wholeness. I know they
Don't
do.
she own her?
What if she's owning it?
Showing up to the slut walk once a year is not enough.
Yeah, but she's publicly going public, and you know what I mean. Like obviously, she knows people are going to see that she's whatever, and she had a sex tape that came out. I just feel like she's owning it just as much as you've owned your whoreness.
I suck dick better than Black China.
Oh God, now we're gonna get into.
I'm just saying, at this point, I'm sick and tired of watching.
Damage, do you not agree?
Listen,
What are you talking?
Damage don't know that I suck dick
Because
better
what
than
can we
Black
say
China.
about his penis? It's like, I mean, I know it's like thought, but he's saying her the coochie was ran through
No,
like a metro pass.
I'm saying,
Oh, you talking about that?
But she definitely ain't talking about my head game because that's taking the show in a different direction. All right, but let me say that.
It can be deleted.
Nah, son.
Your wholeness can be deleted.
Nah, I'm gonna always be a hoe. My ex told me,
Why are you so proud of him?
What I
Always
thought
be a
was
hoe.
miraculous. My ex told me, he said, he's in a relationship with this girl and he thinks she's the one who's getting married. And he said to me, every woman that I've been with since you knows about you. I was like, wow, it's crazy. Them some real bitches. Y'all better stay by that nigga. And if you don't want him, send him back. That nigga posted some shit earlier on his Instagram. Anyway.
There he goes getting off.
No, but back to Black China. I'm not going to be too hard on you. No pun intended. I just want you to stick with one nigga for one part of the news cycle. Let me get rid of Trump 2 more years, then start flipping them like Flapping Jack. Is it Flappy Jacks?
I think she's actually okay with being who she is, and that's cool, you know.
I'm okay with being overweight, but I'm still going to lose some weight.
No, I know, but it's like she might be in a space where she just really wants to screw a lot of people, you know, like. Haven't we all
Stop
gone through
putting them
it?
on Instagram. Why do we have to know about every fucking nigga that you fucking on Instagram?
But if she is, why is it so? Why do people get mad?
Because we report the news, and every 5 minutes when we post, it's a new nigga. Like,
Well,
stick with one person.
Can't be mad that she getting her nuts off.
I'm mad that she
Shout
can't.
out Black China for getting your nuts, please. Anyone that doesn't want Black China, call me.
Well, maybe you can teach her how to give a proper blowjob.
How you know what? You don't know what it felt like when she was giving somebody a blowjob.
I talked to the nigga. I know what it felt like.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, listen, that was exhausting. Black China, I know that you're watching this saying, fuck that nigga don't know me. And I'm probably going to have to dodge you trying to hit me with strollers and shit like you did in Magic Mountain. You're so violent. Anyhow, China, I've been telling you to come on the show. Since you're not going to come on the show, I'm going to start talking about your...
Wait, she might come on the show because I'm on here, and me and Black China get along. I actually like.
Do you have her phone number?
Yes, I do.
Text her and say, I'm now on Hollywood Unlocked with Jason, and he is going on and on about you, girl. You better come up here to the show. She's
Okay.
going to laugh.
I will.
She is a nice girl. But
I like Black
mean,
China.
She seems so sweet, too.
She's so sweet. She is very sweet. She just.
China, you fucking more niggas than your oil getting changed in your car.
And guess what? And if that's what you want to do, boo boo, get your rocks off, okay? Because while I'm over here being miserable, I wish I could get my rocks off too. So shout out to you and your cooch.
So you would have a different nigga every month?
I mean,
Okay.
privately.
We got your reaction shot. Anyhow, keep it off Instagram. This goes back to what you said, though. If you keep putting it out, this is what I feel is happening. I'm going to just say this.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this.
Say it.
I know they're going to get upset.
Uh-oh.
I feel like China and Amber Rose work for an agency and are being paid to act like they're publicly dating niggas to put them on.
I said this.
Because I know
just said
Amber
this.
Rose. I know the Amber Rose that I've been getting to know. I ain't talked to her in a while, and haven't met China. They're both really, really sweet girls. And they're the it girl. Like, not the it girl, but
They'll blow you up.
They'll blow you up. And I feel like there's no way. Some of these niggas, I'm like, there ain't no way Black China was engaged to Almighty J. Then the minute that nigga's out of here, they break up. And then now Kid Buu, who we kind of heard about, got in this big old fight where the police were called. And all of a sudden they're fighting. And now he's in the Daily Mail and he's all over. And he dropped a new song right after. Like, y'all niggas, I'm up to y'all.
Yo, Amber,
that's why I'm coming for.
Amber and China got
Oh,
that kit.
no.
They got the starter kit.
Oh, no.
Yo, rappers, y'all better
I
get
feel
on
like
it.
that. That's a lot.
I think it's true.
Amber and China need to come out with a song called Slut Talk.
Slut talk.
Slut walk.
Oh,
No, Slut Talk.
Yeah, and
Slut
Slut
Talk.
walk.
Slut
Y'all had
talk.
it right.
And shout out to Amber
song is
Rose
Slug
for her
Walk.
in her new relationship with a. She seems like she's happy. I just saw the post the other day. She seems very happy.
I'm
And all for happiness.
Let me
Amber,
post on my
go ahead and be happy, bro.
Every time I met dude, he was silent.
Wait,
so.
why are y'all looking in the camera? We talking to? Oh, she talking to Amber. Who are you talking to?
I was talking with her.
Wait.
So I was with
You saw her post on her Instagram that she was happy. Hold on, I'm posting on mine. I'm happy. All right, everybody. I'm happy. It's on my Instagram. We out of here. Peace.
Peace.